Welcome to your slow flow recording. We're just going to start in a seated position, so come down into your seat. If you want to sit on, prop yourself onto a block or anything, you can, or a nice comfy cushion. And then just come to rest your hands onto your knees. And then just roll your shoulders down, away from your ears, and just close down your eyes. Sitting up nice and tall. Slight engagement of your lower belly, and you want to start to switch on what's known as your bandhas, so they're your energy root locks. So they are your core muscles. You want to switch them on a little bit, and your pelvic floor muscles, the muscles that you kind of squeeze when you need a wee. So you want to switch them on to about half of their full capacity. And just have a little check-in with yourself. Check in, how do you feel? And see if we can end this class feeling better than when we started. Let's find that breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Another breath in. And a breath out. Taking another deep inhale. And a deep exhale. Let's take it through the nose. Inhale. And exhale through the nose. Another breath in. And a breath out. And just keep going with that breath. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Start to bring a little movement in. So as you inhale, roll those shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, pull them down. Inhale to roll them up. And exhale to draw them down. And again, inhale, roll them up. And then exhale, roll them down. Other way, inhale, roll them up. Exhale, draw them down. Inhale, roll them up. Exhale, roll them down. Once more, inhale, roll them up. And then exhale, roll them down. Great, and then just start to bring your hands out to the sides, palms face down. Just really stretch with the fingertips. Imagine someone's putting your arms out to the side. Take a breath. Now as you exhale, bring your right hand behind your back. Bring your left hand onto your left thigh with your palm facing up. And kind of push your left elbow into your left knee whilst you twist your right shoulder open. And then maybe take your gaze up towards the ceiling. So feel that nice little twist there. Continue with that breath. Lovely. Now inhale, hands out to the side, shoulder height. As you exhale, bring your left hand behind your back. Bring your right elbow onto your right thigh, palm up. Pull that left shoulder open, gaze up over the shoulder. Find that little rotation and squeeze. Nice. Now bring those hands up to the sides once more. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, reach the arms up above the head, clasp the fingertips, turn the hands away from you, stretch up and out of those hips. Maybe give those shoulders a little wiggle there. And then place the hands on the back of the head. Inhale, pull the elbows back, lean your head back into your hands. And then as you exhale, chin towards the chest, elbows fall in. Inhale, open it up. And then exhale, drop the elbows in. Inhale, open it up. And then exhale, elbows drop in. Now inhale, reach those arms up above your head. As you exhale, drop your left hand down. Take a little lean over to that left hand side and stretch, encourage the right hip down in towards the mat. Lovely. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, other side. Feel that nice opening. I've not done any yoga for a week, so it feels good for me. Nice. Now come back up through center once again. Reach those palms up. And then exhale, clasp the hands behind the back. Squeeze the palms together. Roll the shoulders open as you lift open through your chest. And then release. Come on forward. Let's find a narrow leg child's pose. So feet, knees hip distance apart. Push your hips towards your heels. Rest your forehead to the mat. And come onto your fingertips here. So it's a nice active one. And just give those hips a little wiggle from side to side. Tiny bit of movement. And then we're going to come into our moving cat and cow. So as you inhale, start to round forward through that tabletop position. And then as you exhale, arch the spine, push the hips back towards the heels. Inhale, round it forward through your tabletop. And then exhale, arch, send it back. Again, inhale, round forward through your tabletop. And then exhale, arch, send it back. Slightly bigger, inhale, come forward. Drop the hips off and the elbows, open the chest. Exhale, hips towards the heels. Again, come forward, drop the hips, open through the chest. Unless this is too big for you, then just go back to the original one. Just take one more of those. Come on forward, open it up, feel that spine start to move. Exhale, send it back. This time as you inhale, come forward, lift that left leg up. Now turn your right toes in slightly, so slide your left knee in behind your right. Come onto your fingertips, push your hips back, allowing your right knee to come off and then fold. You're going for that outer hip stretch here. Great, couple more breaths there. And then start to come on forward again. Lift that left leg straight out behind you as you inhale. Then as you exhale, bring that left leg out to the side. Plant the toes down, but keep them facing forward. Now tuck your right toes under. Again, come onto your fingertips. Push your hips back on top of that right heel and just lean the body forward. Stretch it here. Great, keep your left leg where it is, come back forward again to that tabletop. Pick up your left foot, send it back behind you and then plant the toes onto the mat. Now push into your left foot. As you inhale, the right leg comes up towards the ceiling. Open up through that right hip. Give me a nice big circle with the knee, just once. Then inhale, extend your right leg. As you exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hand. Lizard lunge. Rock it back and forth. Great, now drop your left knee down. Inhale, reach your right hand forward. And then as you exhale, reach the right hand behind you, palm faces up. Maybe you stay, maybe there's a grab of that left foot there. Then roll the right shoulder open when you get there. Nice, and release your foot, right hand comes back down towards the mat. As you inhale, find a high plank position, right foot steps back. Exhale, lower your knees, lower your chest and your chin down towards the mat. Bring your fingertips up to the sides, elbows up. Inhale, lift the chest, roll the shoulders open. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, peel it up. This time look to your left, drop your right shoulder in. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, the left shoulder drops. Inhale, come up through center. Squeeze the glutes, hold it here. And then exhale, release. Hands underneath the shoulders. Send it back into your child's pose. Take a breath. And then exhale. From here, inhale, round forward, tabletop. Exhale, arch the spine, hips towards the heels. Inhale, round it forward. And then exhale, arch and send it back. Let's go once more, inhale, round forward. And exhale, send it back. Then as you inhale, come forward, your right leg comes up. Now turn your left toes in a little bit, slide your right knee in behind your left. Come onto your fingertips, push your hips back towards your heels. Find that lovely stretch into those outer hips. And start to come forward. Uncross the leg, your right leg goes up towards the ceiling or behind you. Then bring that right leg out to the side, toes point forward, plant the foot. Tuck your left toes under, push your hips back towards your heels as you slide those fingertips forward. Breathe into that leg. Lovely, then keep the right leg where it is, come forward again, lift the right leg up, bring it back behind you again, then plant your right toes onto the mat. Then push into your hand, your left leg comes up towards the ceiling, lift and lengthen. Bend the knee, open through that hip. Give me one big circle there of that leg, open it up. Then inhale, extend your left leg. As you exhale, step your left foot outside of your hand. Lizard lunge, rock it back and forth there. Find that lovely opening. Then drop your right knee down to the mat. As you inhale, your left hand, reach it forward. And then send the left hand behind you, palm facing up. Maybe stay or maybe go for that little hold of the toe. And pull the right leg in towards you if you catch it. Lovely. Slowly release the right foot. If you took it, left hand comes back down towards the mat. As you inhale, find that high plank position. Left leg back. Exhale, lower your knees, chest and chin down towards the mat. As you inhale, pull your chest forward and up. Exhale, release. Send the hips towards the heels. Find a little child pose there. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. Then come on forward through tabletop, tuck your toes, lift your hips, find your down dog. And always a moment in down dog, let's invite some movement in, feel into your tightness. My hamstrings are feeling a little bit tight today. Just gently trying to warm them up. And then we start to tiptoe those feet forward, coming all the way to the front of our mat. Find your ragdoll when you get there. Soft knees, opposite hand to elbow. Little rock from side to side. Then release your hands, keep your knees soft. Gently take your time, start to roll on up. All the way to standing. When you reach the top, roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Big breath out through your mouth. Sun salutations. Inhale, the palms lift. Exhale, fold it forward over your legs. Halfway lift. Hands to shins. Exhale, refold, step it back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank and exhale vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or your chaturanga. Through your cobra or your up dog. And then exhale into your downward dog. No rush getting there. Take as long as you want today. Nice gooey slow flow. Once you get here, widen your distance and shorten your distance with your down dog. So step those feet in and out so you've got a nice solid base. And then start to bring your right hand underneath to take hold of your left ankle. Once you take the ankle, start to pull on it and try and twist. It goes underneath that left armpit. Great, so there's a lot going on here. You've got a bit of a rotation, you've got a bit of a lengthening of those hamstrings. And then release, right hand comes forward, second side, left hand comes underneath. Take the outer ankle and start to twist there. Lovely. Release that left hand forward. Start to walk those feet forward to the front of your mat. Find a halfway lift. And exhale, refold. Inhale, rise to standing. Take hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Lean your body over to the right. Little lean. Come back through center. Take hold of the right wrist. Lean over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold it forward. Find a halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank, and as you exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Once you get back into your downward dog, just inhale, lift your right leg high, bend your knee, open through your hip. Really try and pull that knee up and open. And then exhale, really. Second side, left leg, inhale, extend. Exhale, bend the knee, open through that hip. Feel that into your hamstring. And then release your left leg down. Start to walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Find a halfway lift. And then exhale, we fold. Inhale, rise up. As you exhale, bring those hands to clasp behind the back. Inhale, squeeze the palms, roll the shoulders open, and then exhale, fold, keeping the clasp of the hands. So you can have a little bend in those knees here, or you can have them straight, up to you. You can bend and straighten them if you fancy that. And then release the hands. Find your halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank, and exhale, vinyasa. All the way back into your downward dog. Lovely. From here, once again, we're going to open those feet as wide as the mat, but turn your heels in and your toes off, so they might just go off the side of your mat. Start to walk your hands back in towards you, but about halfway up your mat, and then bend into your knees. So your hips come either lower than your knees or maybe in line with your knees. Walk your fingertips forward and just kind of wiggle from side to side for that lovely hip opening. Nice. Now walk those hands back in towards you. Come into a nice deep squat. Palms together, push the knees open, lift open through the chest, and just hold it here in Malasana. Maybe open your right hand up to the side, and then open that left hand up towards the ceiling. Open your wings. Bring it back to center, second side, left hand out, right arm extends long. Exhale, bring it back. Take one more breath. Push the palms together, lift through the chest. And then exhale, walk your hands back, find your downward dog. Reset. Just take a breath in and a breath out. From here, extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Now inhale, come up, find a high lunge position. Reach those arms above your head. Hold. And then start to drop your left heel. Open your hands out shoulder height. You're in your warrior two. Keep a nice deep bend in that right knee. Then flip your palm, reverse your warrior, left hand down the leg. Right arm goes up and back. Open it up. And as you exhale, come forward, right forearm to the thigh, or take it to the inside of the foot as the left hand goes up and over by the ear. Lovely. Now just keep your right hand where it is. Move the left hand away from you if it's coming back towards your left hip. Then let it fall all the way in front to the front of the mat. Spin onto your left toes. Inhale, your right arm opens up. Easy twist. Then drop your left knee, reach your right hand back behind you, palm up. Again, maybe there's a hold of the foot if it's in your practice. And then gently release. Right hand comes down, step it back, find your high plank. And as you exhale, vinyasa. We'll skip it and go straight to the downward dog. Great, breathe in through your nose. And breathe it out through your nose. Left leg, inhale, extend that left leg high. As you exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Rise up, find your high lunge. Hold it here. And then drop your right heel. Here in your warrior two, we keep bending into that left knee. Breathe it here. Now flip your left palm, reverse your warrior, slide your right hand down your leg, your left arm goes up and back. Then come forward, bring your left forearm onto your thigh, send your right hand up and over by your ear. If you want to, drop your left hand inside of that left foot. Nice. Now pull your right hand away from you, so if it's heading back towards the hip, let it fall down onto the front of the mat, spin onto your right toes, left hand, open it up. Then drop your right knee down, let your left hand reach behind you with that palm up, either stay there, or maybe go for a little bend of that right foot. Take hold of it with the left hand. Beautiful. Release that right foot, bring your left hand down. Take it back into your high plank as you inhale, and then as you exhale, vinyasa. Lovely, downward dog, we'll knee back. Nice, push into the mat, push into your fingertips, into those knuckle pads. Then when you're ready, as you inhale, your right leg extends once again. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Goes forward on your fingertips as you inhale. And then as you exhale, the hips go up and back. Try and straighten through your right leg and fold. Now try not to let that left hip kind of open out where your right bum cheek stick to the side. Pull your right hip back as that left hip goes forward so those hips are square. Nice, now take a little bend in that right knee and step your left foot about halfway up your mat. Your toes are slightly turning out as if they're heading to 11 o'clock. Now bring your right hand onto your lower back. Your left hand comes onto your right shin as option one. Some of you might be able to take it onto the floor on the outside of your right foot. Now think about leaning your chest forward, finding length. Maybe you then rotate to the right. Maybe your right hand lifts. This is our twisted triangle variation. There's a lot going on here, so just breathe through it. Keep your core, those banders we talked about. Switch them on. Nice, now release your right hand to your back if it's not there already. Soften your left knee, so your right knee. Come up to standing, your left knee comes in towards the chest. Give it a little squeeze. Then cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh, palms to the heart center. Start to sit those hips back, figure of four. Sit just as deep into that seat as you can go. Keep pushing that left knee open. Hold and breathe. Now draw your left knee back in towards your chest. And as you exhale, step your left foot about halfway back down that mat again. Feet facing forward. Maybe heel toe your right foot open. Bring your hands opposite elbow behind your back. Inhale, lift your chest. And then exhale, lean your chest forward. Stick your bum back. Crown of the head lengthen. Try not to break the neckline. We're probably just looking straight down towards the floor. Now really pull up on those thighs and push all corners of your feet into the mat here. Find that nice length. Great. Take another breath in. And then exhale, release your hands forward past your right foot, bend the knee if you need to. Pick up your left foot, find your standing splits, fold that body over that right leg. Breathe into it here, really push into that right heel so you're not just sinking in that hip. And then soften both knees, start to bring your left shin to the floor on the outside of that right foot. And then sit your hips back, so you should be set up for your twist. Right hand on the floor, inhale, left hand lifts. And as you exhale, left elbow outside of that right knee. Take a twist, gaze on out over that right shoulder. Nice, breathe into this little rotation here. And then release. Counter twist to your left, twist that other way, rinse out the spine. And then back in towards centre. Uncross the legs, roll forward. Vinyasa if you want it, straight to downward dog if you don't fancy it. A few breaths to come back again. Nice, so let's just take that on our left. So as we inhale, the left leg extends. As you exhale, step your left foot in between your hands. Inhale, gaze forward on those fingertips. And then exhale, hips up and back, straighten that left leg. Fold it here. Breathe into that hamstring. Great, now soften your left knee a little bit. Step your right foot in about halfway up the mat. Bring your left hand to your lower back. Your right hand comes onto your left shin, or it comes to the floor on the outside of that left foot. Now first extend the spine long, and then rotate your body to the left. Maybe the left hand stays on the back, or maybe you fancy taking the left hand up. You can gaze up towards your left fingertips as well. Breathe it here. Doing that lovely rotation. And then release the left hand to the lower back if you took it off. Soften your left knee, come up to standing. Right knee comes in towards the chest. Give it a little squeeze. And cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Sit your hips back into that imaginary chair and push your right knee open. So you can feel this stretch into your right glute. You want to push your palms together here so you feel that opening through the chest at the same time. You don't want to be rounding over. Now come up to standing again, your right knee comes with you. And as you exhale, step your right foot back about halfway down your mat. Toes point forwards, tiptoe your left foot open. Clasp the hands behind the back, inhale, open your chest. Exhale, lean it forward. Now rounding through that spine, keep pulling your shoulder blades together, pulling your shoulders open. You probably don't need to go very far in this position to feel that stretch through the hamstring. So don't just come down just for the sake of it. If you can feel the stretch here, you're going to be kind of working a little bit of strength at the same time too. Now release your hands in front of the left foot, soften your left knee, right leg, send it up towards the ceiling. Find that standing split. Again, we don't just hang out in that left hip, we push into the foot, lift the belly off the thigh, and then find the stretch. Then when you're ready, soften both knees, bring that right shin to the floor on the outside of the left foot. Drop the hips down towards the mat. sitting up tall, left hand on the floor. Inhale, right arm lifts. And as you exhale, right elbow outside of that left knee. Take a twist, gaze on out over your left shoulder. Great, come back through center, opposite way. Counter twist over to that right. And then release. Come forward, cross the legs, roll forward, step it back into your high plank. Exhale, send it through your vinyasa. And we're back in that downward dog. Let's just take a little bit of a shoulder opener. So we'll drop down to the knees, keep the hips above the knees, walk the palms forward, find your puppy pose, melt your forehead or your chest, and your chin might be able to come down if you're a little bit more open there. Just take 10 long breaths here. Great, keep breathing there, couple more breaths. Nice, take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, push into the forearms, snake the hips forward. So come all the way forward, push into your forearms, drop your hips, open through your chest. Now push into those arms. Imagine you're sliding your elbows back, but sliding your chest through there. And then release. Left hand come out to the side, your palm is down, bend up your right foot. Now roll over onto your left hand side. Just plant your right toes onto the mat and just breathe it here. And then release, come back onto your belly. We're going to switch out the side, so our right hand's coming out to the side. Palm down, bend up your left foot, roll onto that right side, and just let the head fall down towards the mat here. Feel that nice opening through the front of the shoulder. If you want to feel this a bit more, you can do this with your arm at a right angle instead. That's quite intense. Lovely. And then really come back onto your front. Hands underneath the shoulders and the hips back towards the heels. Just loosen up that lower back for a second. Wiggle the hips if that feels good. And then start to just come up a little bit. Cross the feet behind you. Roll over your feet and bring the legs out. Go in front. Nice. Just come into a little bit of Janushasana. So bend up your left knee. Just let the left leg fall out to the side. So your left foot is inside of your right thigh. Inhale, reach your arms up. If you have straps at home, feel free to use them now. Otherwise, just fold forward over that right leg, just taking wherever feels comfortable. Just take a few deep breaths here. This is for the hamstring. Coming into your last 5 minutes of class, so we slow that breathing down again. We start to enjoy the longer holds in the stretches. And then Start to come on back up again. Bring your left knee in, straighten your left leg to meet your right, and we'll just switch the side so the right knee draws in, let it fall out. Flex your left foot, inhale, the palms lift, and as you exhale, find that forward fold. Just keep it there. You've got a few more breaths. If you want to close the eyes down, you can. And then release. Come on up. Now bring your right knee in. Place your right leg next to your left leg. Sit up nice and tall. Reach the arms up. And then exhale. Lean it forward over those legs. Elbows pull out to the side. Pull the shoulder blades onto the back. Keep the spine as long as you can here and fold. Then slowly release. Come on back up. Bend the knees in so your balls of your feet together, your knees are open wide. Let's come into this lovely hip opener here. Hands either on the floor behind you if you struggle to sit up straight. If you can take your hands around your feet, you can push your elbows onto the thighs and then encourage the knees down and lean your chest forward slightly. Just keep pushing those knees down. This one, we tend to really shrug those shoulders up to the ears because we're hunched over a little bit. But if you can, try and relax them as you push down. Relax the neck as well, move it around. Lift it back up. Open up those legs nice and wide. Flex the feet. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, walk the hands forward. Come into your wide leg forward fold and just hold it here. Take those long, deep breaths. Enjoy this. Get into those hips. Release when you're ready. Draw the knees together. Let's come down onto the mat. You're going to go straight into a happy baby pose. So you can kind of roll, let the knees come with you. And then you can go straight into your happy baby from there, pushing the hips down, pushing the shoulders down into the mat. So I'm not lifting my upper body to be able to take those feet. It's relaxed onto the floor. Open up the hips so you can play with straightening out the legs. You can play with just rocking from side to side. Now whenever you're ready, just slide those knees back together. Hug yourself into a little ball. Give yourself one more breath. exhale, work your way into your Shavasana. Legs long, hands away from the body, palms up. Just take a deep breath in. Big sigh through the mouth. And then just let the body melt. Let it melt down into the mat. Feel like your body just becomes weightless. Try not to skip this bit. It's all part of a well-rounded practice. Just want to bring everything back down again. Want to leave feeling in a calm, restorative state. Let your jaw relax, let your cheeks relax. Just for a couple of minutes, stay there, find stillness. We are ready to come back out. We'll just start to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Nod the head from side to side. Slide the feet together, send those arms overhead, take a nice full body wake up stretch. And roll it over onto your side. Pause there for a moment. And start to come on all the way back up. Let's find that comfortable seat. Any seat that feels good for you. Bring the palms together at the heart center. Take in how you feel compared to when we started 45 minutes ago. Keep this feeling with you throughout the rest of your day. Take another full breath in. Big sigh out. You to bow your head towards your hands. Namaste.